meet Peter, the master of hobbits. And the beer for today is actually a pretty special beer. It's gonna be a beer that's actually not made anymore. It's Ølfabrikken Porter. This beer was kindly given to me by Christian Skovdal Andersen, the original founder of Ølfabrikken, and also founder of beer here. I was at an event this weekend for 2 releases of his beers, Farley Wine and Executioner, which is an IPA. Farley Wine is a barley wine. Executioner was a West Coast IPA brewed in collaboration with Brian Davis of Søgaards Bryghus, which was just freaking amazing. I might be able to get to do a review for you guys of it if they put it on again at Søgaards Bryghus, because it is mainly going to a bar down in Italy. Thanks a lot, Christian, for the beer. This is, yeah, as I said, Ølfabrikken Porter. It's a Baltic porter, and it's actually one of the best Baltic porters I have ever had. I haven't had it in a couple of years now because it's not being brewed anymore, and this says best before 2008. Christian also told me that it might have peaked, it's going to be interesting to be trying this because it's also got some smoked malt in it and such. So yeah, along with this, he actually also gave me a bottle of the Krigselikroxen, which is a sour ale aged brewed with cherries, which is on 11% and a small 25 centiliter bottle. You can't really get that at all anymore, but he had a bottle like it. He gave me from his own personal storage. So that's awesome. Thanks a lot, Christian. So let's get this Ølfabrikken Porter here cracked open. Okay. Still carbonation. It's on 7.5% alcohol, this Baltic Porter. And man, wow, I can like smell it already. That is nice looking. This is a, by the way, I think you're still able to find bottles of it in the United States, because I've seen Mark Starr from the Hop Brew review this. So if you're interested, but pitch black color. I mean, I do get maybe a subtle light coming through the bottom of the glass, which is a brownish color, but other than that, it's pitch black. It's a nice, it's about a 1 finger, a tan roasted looking head, but man, I can smell it already. So let's take it out. Get a lot of port wine in the aroma right now, like a very vinous kind of dark fruity port wine character. The smoke has subsided, and there is maybe a faint trace of it, but originally there was some smoke in there too. Dark fruits, roasted malts in there too, kind of some dark fruity notes, as I said, some brown sugarish notes too. Smells a little bit, I do get a little bit of alcohol in there. Yeah, some chocolatey notes. Wow, it's still holding up pretty well, and it's a 2005 vintage this year, it looks like. Yeah, it's a 2005 vintage. That's pretty awesome. The aroma still holds up, but don't smell much smoke anymore. But let's give it a taste. See how it is at a 05 bottle of Ølfabrikken Porter. Cheers. Pretty impressive that it still has carbonation, but it is very light carbonation on it. The smoke is definitely in the flavor. It's not as good as when you have it as have the fresher versions of it, but it's still really nice. The body on it is a medium to full body with a very creamy mouthfeel on it. Flavor, you get a lot of dark fruit. Turns into a nice coffee flavor, coffee bitterness too. Roasted malt in there. A kind of like burnt note in the aftertaste, and a very, very faint trace of smoky kind of flavor. Still holding up fairly okay after was that 6 years of aging, but still I preferred it fresher when I had it. But chocolatey notes in there, really complex. I get a lot of dark fruit in it, and a lot of the port wine kind of vinous flavors in this older bottle. I would say it is just past its peak, but you can still drink it and get a pretty nice experience of it if you get these older vintages of the Ølfabrikken Porter. So it's still definitely worth checking out, but if you get some of the newer canned vintages, I'm not sure if you can find them. Check one of those out instead, because they have a little more flavor in the way of the smoke and all, and a little more intense flavor on the roast. But still, it's holding up fairly well. But I think if you were sticking on to an old bottle of Ølfabrikken Porter, I think it's time to drink it now. Rating wise for me, I'm gonna give it an 87. I mean, a fresher vintage with a lot more of the smoky flavors and intense roasted malt would probably get like a 1992, something around that range, which is I think 92, 90, that range. Depends on how fresh the bottle or can is, because I believe the newest vintages are canned, but they don't make it anymore. But hopefully Ølfabrikken, which is now owned by Harbo, will revive this beer, brewed according to the same recipe, so I can do a fresher bottle for you guys. Thanks a lot to Christian Skovdal Andersen for the beer, and guys, let me know what you think of it if you've had it. Maybe you think it's better, maybe you think it's worse, because it's lost a little, some of its flavor, it's mellowed out more, but let me know. I still think it almost holds up, but I think you should drink it now. But yeah, that's it for this beer, you guys. Remember to check out my Facebook fan page and Twitter, and as always, remember to comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'm going to say cheers, and I'll see you guys in another beer review.